Welcome to the shop. My name is Rachel Gingell. This is a Farmall Cub tractor, and a lot of people like a Farmall Cub. I think some of the reasons why is probably because of all the implements that you can get for a Cub. If you need to maintain a driveway, for like a gravel driveway, or do snow removal, you can get a blade for the front or a midsection blade. But the most popular implement is probably a belly mower. A lot of people love to use a Farmall Cub to mow their yard. Also, if you have a small to medium-sized garden operation, you might love a Farmall Cub because you can get a plow or a cultivator, a disc, a drag, all sorts of implements for the back of your tractor to help you maintain your garden. The Farmall Cub is also a great option because it has the feel and look of an antique tractor, but it's small. So if you don't have a lot of space, but you still want to have an antique tractor, it's not going to take up a lot of room inside your garage. If you want to haul it, you don't have to have a huge pickup truck in order to haul it. To take it to a parade or take it to the county fair or any sort of tractor show, wherever you want to take it, it's easy to transport it. Farmall started making the Cub model in 1948, and they made the Cub with some variations. They had a Cub Lowboy and some other models, but they used the same C60 engine all the way until 1979. Due to that long production run, parts for this tractor are readily available, and because they're readily available, they're also very affordable. The C60 engine is small. If you needed to do an engine rebuild on your tractor, you could manage it on your own. It's not like a ginormous tractor, and if you need to take the head off your tractor, you've got to get a friend to help you, and you need a cherry picker and all that sort of stuff. You can manage the size of a Farmall Cub tractor completely on its own. It is a little bit hard to get on and off of. That's not the perfect feature of this tractor. However, once you're on the tractor, because it's a little bit offset, meaning when you sit on the seat of the tractor, it's offset from the tractor itself, you have a great view of whatever you're doing. If you're mowing, using the blade, or whatever have it be, you can see really easily because of the offset feature. The other day, I went with one of my friends to purchase a Farmall Cub because they wanted one, so I rode along, and that Cub had a 1-point fast hitch on the back. I thought it was a sweet option that wasn't available on a lot of Cub tractors, but if you do find one that has a 1-point fast hitch on the back, you can put tons more implements on it. Now, not all Cub tractors have hydraulics. They called this hydraulic unit a touch control hydraulic unit, and it's seated right here in the tractor. If you look at a Farmall Cub and you're like, oh, something's missing right here, it's a little bit see-through underneath the gas tank, that means it doesn't have hydraulics. But most Farmall Cub tractors do have hydraulics because if you're going to use implements on it, you want the hydraulic system to help with those implements. Now, if you purchase a Farmall Cub, you might also want to get your hands on a Farmall Cub encyclopedia. Ken Updike and myself wrote this book, and when I wrote this book, I was thinking about a person that buys a Farmall Cub that didn't necessarily grow up working on tractors, or maybe has a little bit of mechanical inclination, but can't just go at it on their own without any help. So there's a repair section in this book, and on the repair, we took the time to do a detailed picture of every single step in the repair process. And underneath the picture, there's some words and clues that are normal, plain language that anyone can understand. Sometimes in a repair manual, which there's a place for a repair manual too, the language is a little more technical, and someone who's not as experienced at mechanical things will read it and be like, I have no clue what this means. That's why we wrote the Farmall Cub Encyclopedia, so that someone can easily follow along. Now, in the Cub Encyclopedia, we don't go into depth about like how to do an engine rebuild. You would need a service manual for that. But if you buy a Farmall Cub tractor that's in running, riding, driving condition, and you just want to maintain it, then the things in Farmall Cub Encyclopedia are going to help you do those things with ease, and the pictures are going to guide you along every step of the way. The words underneath are going to make sense to you. We show you how to rebuild the carburetor, the distributor, or the magneto, service your battery and your cables, etc. Just really simple repairs that you can do in order to keep your Farmall Cub in good operating condition. You know, a Cub, if you do want an antique tractor in your garage, the Cub is an affordable one to purchase. If you're willing to do some work, you could purchase one that's non-running for probably less than $1,000, or a running one in our area will sell somewhere in the range of $2,000 to $3,000 if it has implements, all the way up to maybe even $5,000, depending on how many implements are included with the tractor and of course what features and condition the tractor is in. There's some variation there. But it's a tractor that you can purchase affordably and just have loads and loads of fun with. This Farmall Cub we took we did a hayride for a kids club, and we didn't use this to pull the wagon obviously because it's a little too little for that, but we did take it along and let the kids sit on it, climb up on it, and have fun with it. We've seen that at, tractor shows, of course, too. This is a tractor that you can just enjoy and have fun with. You can push it around on your own if you ever need to move it and you can't run a tractor indoors somewhere. It's just a great tractor to have. So if you're looking for an antique tractor, you want a small size, you want to be able to do a little bit of work with it, the Farmall Cub might be a great choice for you.